All right, so today we're releasing a brand new framework called ActorCore. ActorCore brings the power of Cloudflare durable objects to multiple clouds. If you're not already familiar with Cloudflare durable objects, it's the easiest way to build AI agents, real-time apps, game servers, and all sorts of really powerful use cases. It does this by providing you durable in-memory state paired with ultra-fast state updates. So ActorCore today is launching on Cloudflare Workers and Rivet, and this is great because it means that you can build your application on Cloudflare Workers if you're already using that, and then take it to Rivet for an open source experience if you choose to go that way. We're adding more clouds soon, but this is what we're launching with today. A couple of the things that I want to mention here is that if you've been working with the Cloudflare durable objects as long as I have, you'll know that every single time you work with it, you're re-implementing the same things over and over again of state, RPC, events, scheduling, connection, multiplayer, and metadata. So we're also just including this out of the box with ActorCore. We've got some really great docs here that I would recommend you skim through if you're curious on how these things work. But I'm going to just jump straight into a demo here. So here we're implementing a chat room actor. You'll see here I've already defined my state. This is the interface that we pass to the actor for the data that gets automatically persisted, but it's also available in memory. So it's very high performance. So to get started, I need to define our initial state, which is going to be an empty array of messages. So I'm going to override on initialize and return messages as an empty array. And then we're going to have two RPC calls. One of them is going to send the messages, another one is to get the history. The first one is going to be called send message. And we're going to pass in the username message. And we're going to do a couple things here. The first thing is we're going to add the message to the state. And the really cool thing about this is it's one line of code because we don't have to worry about automatic persistence and it's just available to us right here. So I'm going to do this dot state dot messages dot push. And after this RPC exits, the state is going to be automatically persisted for you, which makes it really, really simple. And then the other thing I'm going to do is broadcast the state in real time using the event system. If you're using Socket.io already, you're probably familiar with this model. So I'm going to do this dot broadcast, new message, and username and message. So this should look pretty familiar if you've written pretty much any sort of JavaScript code before. And the final thing we're going to do is, no, that's it. Cool. And then the next thing we're going to do is expose an RPC method to be able to get the history of messages. So it's going to be called get history. And we're just going to return this dot state dot messages. Again, there's no need to read from the database or do any complicated stuff here. You just read from this dot state, and this automatically handles persistence for you. I've already thrown together a little client over here, and the great thing about this is that it is type safe by default, and so all these RPCs get type checked for you. So you'll see here that we're calling client.get, and we're going to get a chat room actor. This .get will actually get or create an actor for you on demand. We also have this tagging system here, so instead of using a string to address your durable objects, you can actually pass in a set of tags to get a much more flexible experience. So we're using this here to actually have a dynamic room name, so you can have multiple channels and have an actor per channel. Here you'll see we're calling this get history RPC. That's right here. And then we just log the history when you start the program. And then here you'll see our event that we're subscribing to. Again, very similar to Socket.io. So you'll see new message right here. And then, oh, I just realized that this is a parameterized and not an object. So we're going to pass this in as two different parameters. And then finally, we're going to have our loop where we actually call the send message prompt. So you'll see that we'll prompt the user for a message, and then we'll just send that to the send message RPC here. So I already have this running over in Wrangler locally, but I also have it running on Rivet over here just for context once that loads up. But you'll see that this is the same code running on two different clouds, and you get the same powerful experience. So I'm going to do tsx client.ts, and that's going to connect to, let's connect to general. And my name is going to be foo, and I'm going to say hello world. You'll see that we just got this message back in response from that event emitter we have right here. I'm going to start up a second terminal and tsx client.ts. And again, I'm going to join the same room with general, bar, and hello world. And you'll see that I send a message down here, shows up here. You can say the weather is and it all works as expected. That's ActorCore in a nutshell. We have a lot more interesting things under the hood, like scheduling and how we do cross-cloud persistence. We're going to be adding more clouds soon. Give us a star on GitHub. Reach out to me on X on Blue Sky. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm excited to start shipping this for all sorts of serverless runtimes and make some really cool new things possible for everyone.